So give in this math, it is given that b square c square into b square minus c square plus c square a square into c square minus a square plus a square plus b into b square into a square minus b square is equal to, oh sorry, we need to actually resolve it into factors. So there are two ways you can do it. One is the direct method, that is multiplying two of them, that is simplifying two of them and keeping one of them constant for now. So that looks like this. So b4 c square, this is the b square c square into b square is b4 c square minus b square c4 plus c square, so that is c4 a square minus c square a4, and we are going to keep one part same. So a square b square a square minus b square. So why we kept this 1%, you will understand it later. So now the next thing is actually rearranging them. Okay, so okay, so how can we rearrange them? So c square and c square is common from here, or c4 is common from here. Okay, we need to actually make sure that we get a square minus b square from this part. That is this part can be gotten from these parts also. So for that we need k. So we first take common c4 a square minus b square c4. If I take c4 c to the power of 4 as common from here, we will get a square minus b square. And let us see, can we do the similar thing here? So b4 c square minus c square a4. So we take this also. So c square b4 minus c square a4 plus a square b square a square minus b square. Okay. Now if I take c4 as common, let us see what happens. A square minus b square. And similarly, if I get, can you get this? C square is b4 minus a4. Okay, so plus a square b square into a square minus b square. Okay. So it can be converted into this. So c4 a square minus b square, and this, if I write it this way, c square s4 minus b4. Aren't they correct? I guess both of them are actually correct. That is, we have taken minuses common from this part, and it actually changed the sign. That is, it became a to the power 4 and minus b to the power 4, and this minus 1, the common minus 1 actually got multiplied with this plus and became minus, and we have finally a square b square into a square minus b square. Now you can see that we have a square minus b square as common from all parts, so we can take a square minus b square as common. And okay, so this can be split in this way. Okay, this can be split in this way. That is the formula of a plus b into a minus b actually makes a square minus b square, and the similar thing has been done here. That is a square plus b square into a square minus b square actually created a to the power of 4 and minus b to the power of 4. So we got c to the power of 4 minus c square a square plus b square plus a square b square. Okay, well, this common, and this common. Okay, so a square minus b square. Now if I actually expand them, and before that I'm going to use my chashma because my head is hurting. Okay, so back to chashmish mode. So c4 minus c square a square and minus c square b square plus a square b square. Okay, let us see if we can take common from anything here. So before that, I just need to rearrange them, or we can work without rearranging them also. So let us work without not rearranging them. So a square minus b square is written as before, and if I take c square as common from these two, c square as common, I get c square minus a square. Okay. And now again, if I take minus b square as common, minus b square as common, I get c square minus a square. So if I now write the next step, it will look like the a square minus b square, then c square minus b square into c square minus a square. But it has not been written in a cyclic order, so we are going to actually convert it into a cyclic expression, because if I b square minus c square is a different expression than c square minus b square, so we need to actually, it's not in cyclic order, I guess, right now. Can check or can confirm, but we generally write it in a square minus b square, then b square minus c square, then c square minus a square, so that we can actually convert it into a cyclic polynomial. But now it is not a cyclic polynomial, so for that we can take minus as common from this part, and write minus a square minus b square and b square minus c square, and finally c square minus a square. And now it has been converted into a cyclic expression, and if I change a, b, c to b, c and a, this will give a same value. It's not needed step, but I guess it's better to actually show this step because it looks beautiful to all of us, and it's a convention, and yes, it's up to you. So answer.